Hey guys, how's everyone doing? This is Nick from ForexNews.com with the daily analysis. Today is Wednesday, the 2nd of October 2019. Time is 10 a.m. here in the UK. And you're looking at a EURCHF daily chart. Today's analysis is a members only analysis session. So let's get into it. EURCHF hit the 1.5R target. I mean, obviously, it depends where your target was and where your entry was. It might have been just beyond where it hit. But it went up, shot back down. Now it's going back up. I mean, just hold on to this trade if you're still in it. Hey, watch and see. Hey, Ollie, Sydney, Colin. Hey, everyone. EURGBP, if you're in this, it's obviously moved towards stop loss, so this one's out. Euro USD, this is a short that I'm in. I'm still holding it. There was an opportunity to enter again last night. I shared it on the forum. Just still holding on to this one. It's a bit of a long-term trade. So, yeah, I'll probably be holding that one for a while. Don't worry about CAD CHF. This is just something I'm experimenting with. Don't worry about New Zealand USD for now. GBP JPY, this one never triggered. It was potential for a short, but yeah, it just never triggered. It's continuing down. CAD JPY, there was a short here yesterday. I didn't enter because it happened on the 12-hour. I was waiting for the daily. But I know a few people who did enter, so I'm going to mark this as a potential setup. Well, not a potential setup, sorry, a triggered setup. Who's in CAD JPY, by the way? Anyone who's in the room right now that's in it? It's going pretty well so far, so just hold on to this one if you're in it. Yeah, nothing much else to say. Triggered on the 12-hour, going well, heading towards its target. This is the initial target, but I would extend that target depending on how price moves. Basically, if price breaks this current candle's low, because this is what it looks like on the daily. This is the 12-hour. So this is basically the last 24 hours, these two candles. If this current candle breaks the low of the last 24 hours, which is an equal low, as you see here, then I would definitely be holding on for an extended target. I'm not in it, but I'm just saying if I was in it, that's what I would be doing. EURGBP, we were waiting for a pullback to this resistance area yesterday. It happened yesterday and then it turned around right away. It's making a second attempt at pulling back at that resistance area. All I really want to see here is price stalling at resistance. So we might see that today or tomorrow. Today we might see it on the 12-hour. Actually, it's already starting on the 12-hour, but this candle is only 4 minutes old, so actually it's not really starting. We barely know anything. So we'll just let this one run and see what happens. If it stalls out here on the resistance area, there's potential for a short trade. USDCHF, nothing much going on. Hey, Sonia and Moki. Nothing's going to stop AUD USD from crashing. Sorry, not AUD USD, AUD in general. It's at 10-year lows and it just keeps dropping. Good morning, George. I kind of want to enter a short on AUD USD. It's a bit of a breakout trade, but the entry is way too late, so I can't do it. Euro AUD is interesting. It pushed up to resistance yesterday. It might give us some indecision on resistance today. Let's keep a close eye on it for a potential short trade from this resistance area. Similar thing here with Euro New Zealand. Nah, don't want to trade that. It's trending down and I don't want to counter this trend. It already spiked down to support and really failed to move down. It looks like it's just going to break. So yeah, I'm not going to do that. Plus, I don't want to trade GBP is the other thing. I'm just not that comfortable trading GBP. I know I have a potential Euro GBP trade, but it's unlikely I'm actually going to enter that one personally. I'm pointing it out for you guys, but as I've said multiple times, trading GBP at the moment is very, very risky with all the Brexit stuff happening. Curious to see what happens when New Zealand JPY hits this low, but it's not there right now, so let's not worry too much about that. I know it looks like it's stopped on resistance right now, but this is a pretty bad resistance area, so I'm not going to do anything there. Yeah, not happening. It's all just a mess, isn't it? So let's do a quick summary of the higher timeframes. We've got New Zealand USD. That's actually, sorry, that's something that's just for me. Something I'm testing, which I'll share with you guys later on. Hey, Catherine. Euro GBP, again, very risky to trade GBP. Looking for an indecision candle here for a potential short. I'm highly unlikely to enter this one myself, guys. I'm pointing it out because it's there, it's happening, but the likelihood of me entering this is pretty low, just because I'm not wanting to trade Euro GBP, or GBP rather. USDCHF, don't worry too much about this one. This is again something I'm just kind of testing for myself. It is at resistance. It is stalling at resistance, so there is potential for a short, like traditional reversal trade. But that's not what I think is gonna happen. I think it's probably gonna break this high, and then I'm gonna trade it as a breakout. I know it's annoying me taking these trades without sharing the details, but as I explained in great detail yesterday, breakout trading was valid 9 years ago. I don't know if I need to explain it all again, but I guess I will. Between 2007 to 2009, breakout trading was very, very profitable. After 2009, the profitability started to kind of drop, and it got to the point where breakout trading wasn't viable. We're now seeing similar conditions to what we saw in 2007, when breakout trading became really, really, really profitable. So I'm thinking about bringing breakout trading back into my strategy, but it does require testing before I just put it out there. The testing's almost complete. I've been testing it for a while, so I'm considering sharing breakout trades soon. So when you see these marked on my chart as potential setups, I don't really share too many details because I haven't really explained the setups to you guys, but they are coming very soon. I don't know how long breakout trading will be viable for. It could be 6 months. It could be 3 years. Who knows? Last time it was viable for 3 years. The financial crisis really helped with the profitability of breakout trading. It was probably, no, easily my most profitable period trading in terms of percentage returns. I'm not really hoping for another financial crisis in order to get more profit trading. I'd prefer if there isn't a financial crisis, because a lot of people are going to suffer. But if it does happen, I think breakout trading is going to take off again, and it's going to be very viable. So USDCHF, it's kind of a breakout trade. My plan with it is to do something like this. If it breaks this high, to do something like this. So an entry around about 1.0021. It also coincides with the psych level of 100. It's broken above the 200 moving average, which is a good sign. It's a semi-risky breakout trade. The overall target would be a bit higher than this. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at with that. But yeah, if you don't know what you're doing, which I haven't really shared the setup, so no one here, unless they've got a lot of experience trading price action, would know what they're doing with these kinds of trades. So if you don't know what you're doing, it's probably too risky for you to trade it. But look, I'll leave the decision up to you guys. Ultimately, it's your decision. EURAUD is sitting on resistance. Just watch for a potential indecision here on the 12-hour or on the daily. You can even go down to some of the lower time frames like the 8-hour or the 6-hour, but keep in mind the lower the time frames, the bigger the risk of getting into a false move. Euro New Zealand, again, very similar to EURAUD. It's just stalling out on resistance, or potentially stalling out. Just keep a close eye on it for indecision. You could enter on the daily or possibly the 12-hour. But again, keep in mind, the lower the time frame, the bigger the chance for a false move. The lower the time frame, the bigger the chance for a false move. I think I said the bigger the time frame. Let's take a quick look for some ranges, although I don't think there are many ranges right now because the market's moved quite a bit. Yeah, there's no ranges right now, guys. We'll go through the rest of the pairs, but we got a few big moves yesterday, so that's kind of wiped out any potential ranges. Sure, we'll get more forming over the next day or so, but right now there are no ranges. So are there any questions, guys? Right, doesn't look like there's any questions, so I'm going to wrap this one up. Thank you guys for attending, and I'll see you for tomorrow's webinar, which is going to be at 10 a.m. also. So yeah, thanks, and I'll see you guys later.